Hey guys, and welcome to Performance Cars, and today I have one of our very own Honda Accord Type R. I was first approached by YouTube username Tech Ernie in Ealing when I literally just bought the car. He asked me to review it, and then upon going to the events recently, a few people approached me and they also asked me how does this car feel to drive compared to the Civic Type R or the Integra Type R. So I thought, why not, let's do a review on it, and here we are, so let's get to it. So this is a 2001 model facelift Accord Type R. We have different front bumper as well as a different rear bumper. The side skirts remain the same as a pre-facelift. HIDs as standard. Front fog lights as an optional extra, with the red Type R badge along the front grille. These are 17-inch Speedline alloy wheels. These can also be found on the Prelude Motegi. Black diamond front and rear discs along with their Predator pads. We also have Coney dampers with eyeback springs, which I doubt you can see in there. A Mugen Power sticker towards the front, along with the Accord Type R1 to the rear. The antenna has also been moved to the rear of the roof. The pre-facelift models can be found about here. High level rear spoiler, similar to the Integra Type R. And the exhaust, which I'll show you in a second, may not be to everyone's taste, but this was done by the previous owner, and we have quad exhaust tips. Sometimes it does look okay from different angles, but other times it does look a bit OTT, but that's to everyone's opinion. Moving on to the inside, so we have the same Momo leather steering wheel like the EK9 and on some Integra Type Rs. A pair of Recaro trend lines, which are exactly the same as the ones found in the Evo, except that they are a different colour. We get carbon effect along the doors, along with a tweeter, window switches and the mirror switches. Also have an extra coin holder in here. Going inside, we have the signature white face Type R dials, red line at 7,500 RPM. Nice and clear, easily readable. Center console, switches for your heater, your fan. We also have aircon in this model, which is quite nice to have in the summer. Honda's original CD radio player. A clock down here with an extra storage. Ashtray and 12 volt with the same gear knob as the EK9. And we also have two cup holders, as well as an extra bit for your wallet and an ashtray. And there is plenty of space towards the rear for your passengers. You can clearly see the high level rear spoiler there. Doesn't get in the way at all when you're driving along, but you can definitely see it. I'll show you the rear seats. So that's the amount of space you have with me sitting as a driver. Plenty of legroom. So let's move on to the engine bay. So this is Honda's 2.2 litre H22A engine, producing about 210 brake horsepower with about 140 foot-pounds of torque. VTEC comes in at 5,500 RPM. The exhaust manifold has been wrapped, also done by the previous owner. We also have some Magnecore competition leads and a carbon dynamic airbox. Aside from this and the catback exhaust, these are all the modifications we have on this car, and it isn't slow, I can tell you that. So let's go for a test drive and see how this does. So when I first sat in the Accord Type R, I felt very at home like. We have the same driving position and the seats from the Evo 6 and the steering wheel from the EK9, so I can definitely relate this to many of the cars that I've been driving recently. The steering itself is very precise and predictable. It feels very much like a DC2 because of the longer wheelbase compared to the EK9. I think Honda has definitely done well here. They've shed a few kilograms from a stock Accord, and they've also strengthened the chassis. Along with the Koni dampers and the I-back springs, this car is taking the road nicely. We also have an LSD as standard in the gearbox, and I can definitely say I can attack those corners with confidence. This gearbox has been revised from the pre-facelift one, being that the older one used to have problems with its synchros, as well as fifth gear popping out when you're driving along the motorway. But Honda has changed this, and this one definitely feels much stronger. To maximize the power from this engine, you really do have to be in VTEC, and that happens above 5,500 RPM. Anything below that, it just feels like a normal car. But that can be said about with all Type Rs. The one thing I would change about this car would be the gear ratios, because when you really are driving fast and you're changing from third to fourth, it drops out of VTEC zone quite significantly, and it takes some time to get back into VTEC, and that's kind of annoying. The catback exhaust on this car is actually not too bad. It gives you a nice deep tone, and when you're in VTEC you can definitely tell. So yeah, although the quad design may not be to everyone's taste, like I said before, it does make quite a nice sound. So I've just purchased and installed a Stage 2 competition clutch. While this may not be useful for the road because it is very stiff on the clutch, we are planning to use this on a few track days coming up. So the previous one was slipping, so it was a good idea to change it at the same time. Competition Clutch also recommends that I bed this in with a gentle drive for about 500 miles. So I have decided to go down to Cheddar Gorge in Somerset. I've heard from quite a few people that it's very nice down there, especially for a drive as well as a walk. So I think it's going to take me about 4 hours, so I'll see you down there. So we're at Cheddar Gorge now, guys, and the car is just parked behind me there. We're going to go for the drive and we'll see how this road is. What a view it was down there, guys. I really do recommend that you go down there yourself. Take your family along, it's family friendly. Take a tour guide, go through the caves, explore. I arrived about 4 o'clock, so I wasn't able to do any of that, but I do hope on going down there again, because those roads, that driving experience was amazing. We had like sheep in the middle of the road, and they were wild, so yeah, it was an experience. Listen to that VTEC. So this car is actually really enjoyable to own. We have 4 doors, so I never have to move my seat forward to let the passengers in. There's plenty of space for us to cruise up and down the country. It's still a Type R at the end of the day, so you get your VTEC over 5,500 RPM. It may not be as fast or as raw as the Civic Type R or the DC2 Integra Type R, but this car is definitely underrated. I really enjoy owning this for, I don't know, it's been about a month, and I really can't wait to get this car out on track. I have to thank Arnold for giving me a really good deal on this car. He does message me every now and then saying that he misses it, but apart from that, I really can't complain about it. So here we have the Accord weighing in at 1,213. Honda has it at 1,306. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I think I will be popping down later tonight to Jap Society's very first meet of 2016. So stay to the end and watch that. But in due course, stay safe, drive safely, and I'll see you soon. Hey guys, and welcome to Performance Cars, and today we are in Hindhead, Surrey at the Devil's Punch Bowl Cafe, which is just behind me there, and we are at an Evolution meet. We'll be doing some tunnel runs later, so let's check out the cars first and then we'll see how it goes later.